over the last year, 6 months or so. He's gone from first ban, first pick to totally ignored, and now he's back up to this first ban. I haven't seen Wisp played in a hot minute, but boy, has he been getting banned a lot.
He feels like he's just always shifting his status. He hasn't been cemented in any one spot for a while, and that's also because he keeps getting patched. He's had a lot of changes, big changes as well as just number tweaks over the past couple of years. Feels like he's getting a little bit more effort thrown in there compared to like someone like Batrider, who just kind of gets that little change and everyone can play it. And yet, despite Io not even being a hero that every team is able to play, he still gets all of this effort put into him in terms of the balance and the reworks that he gets.
Absolutely. And
I liked
CK again.
I liked when you could move the spirits like all the time, you know?
Yeah.
The instead of just the out and in, you know? I liked the full toggle where you could set it to whatever distance you wanted. That was my last favorite IO.
I don't know what my favorite IO was. I guess the least broken one.
The worst was after, if I'm not mistaken, after the patch where you couldn't move them anymore, we had the patch where you couldn't even start the relocate unless you were already tethered to them, right? So you couldn't like relocate and then tether save. That was a bad one.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, we needed the tether save.
That's just painful. That ain't nothing. Now, this CK ban comes out again. I still don't really get this. Why is CK this level of priority? We saw him once. It didn't look like anything special. It looked like every other CK game I've cast. You know, he doesn't farm that fast. He hits pretty hard. If he has a good lane, he can take over. And if he doesn't, then it's not that fun.
I've definitely gotten broken CK games lately. I can kind of get it.
So is he overtuned right now? Is that what you're telling me? Like, if you don't shut him down, the game's just over? Is he in that kind of category?
I don't think he's actually first phaseable, but I think he's decent enough in the second phase that he's, check a ban on him or whatever. I will say I think it's more so about opening up more picks for the 4th overall pick. So, like, keeping an eye on, like, what heroes are going to be left, more like broken heroes, that kind of a deal. Maybe not banning the Mag or something, or the Wind Ranger, so you, like, at least get one of the two like they've gotten now.
And then Enigma. Seeing this Ench against Wind Ranger more and more, like that a lot for the Dispel, but Enigma, that's a little bit of a new face. The first bubble arrives.
Yeah, I have not gotten an Enigma in a while. He has a bit of a hard time now because of the helm, right? It's like kind of bad. I mean, they were picking it in Omega League. That was a liquid hero. I feel like this is probably going to be a support. I feel like that's how they've mostly played it, not really a boxy hero. It's like, if I see it, I'm just going to naturally assume it's going to be for Taiga.
I would
about the way they go.
I would assume that too.
But
cool
tend
hero.
to just do Blinks and Midases and BKBs, just playing Enigma for what the people want, right?
Yeah, he's good in the lane. Can farm the jungle, farms fast. One of the hallmarks of Enigma, farms real fast. If it's a static game, generally you're going to have a little bit of a net worth advantage there.
He likes to do Blink before Midas, too. At least in his last 2 games.
Ooh, a little aggressive, huh?
Yeah, like Blink around like 12 to 14 minutes and then go for a Midas, try and finish that out at some point right after. So you can build into those BKBs and refreshers later.
Well, Lycan and Visage banned. Virtus Pro Prodigy taking out some of these let's play fast, let's take objectives kind of characters. The Lycan did not work for Liquid yesterday, but I guess VP Prodigy still see it as a threat. That's the thing about Lycan. Even when you shut him down, he's still not necessarily fun to play against, right?
Yeah, they might ban the I was thinking either the Leshrac or perhaps the Void Spirit. Yeah, they're going to lead. See, because that's what they've comboed with the Enigma before. And when you think about it, Void Spirit's a very good position 3 to pair with the Enigma because he's someone who can start rotating around and doesn't necessarily need the lane space. And you end up getting this trade-off. Like, if you actually look at like the stats from the last 2 games where they play this support Enigma, Taiga gets relegated as the core. Despite Boxy going 11, 3, and 10, he's actually labeled as a support because his farm is never going to get that high, right?
Okay.
And then you have the Enigma that starts scaling, so the stats kind of confuse it. So I think they probably knew that they were going to go for the Void Spirit, though.
Yeah. That's an interesting approach. It's like the value of these heroes together isn't that there's some crazy combo in the lane. It's that they both can handle the lane solo and they can both move around a little bit. Enigma wants to jungle some, Void Spirit wants to gank some. So it's just mega efficient. They're both getting solo XP at different points.
And they fill in the gas for each other, right? Like Void Spirit's one of those good like first initiators in a team fight.
Right.
And then that gives you the follow-up that Enigma's always looking for. We've also seen this pairing of the Wind Range and the Void Spirit quite a bit too. That's also looked really strong in that like, I don't know, 12 to like 20-minute mark where they can be very active around the map before a lot of heroes have mobility.
Well, Silencer picked up by VP Prodigy. Mixed feelings here. With the Ench, does this mean it's like a 4 Ench, or is this potentially a core Silencer?
I would say it's more likely to be a 4 Silencer than the Ench, but could be either way. I mean, Lil used to play a lot of Ench too if they wanted to try that style, but I don't know. 4 Silencer with a Mag kind of seems okay. They could bully a lot depending on what the lane is.
Well, PA now. Yeah. I don't know, like Silencer into Enigma. Silencer brings more to the table, but I hope VP Prodigy aren't looking at this from like a global to counter black hole kind of thing, because it just doesn't seem to end well a lot of the time. Enigma does more than black hole.
That used to be true, but now he's pretty damn black hole focused. I mean, unless they want to fix up their build, but the way that Liquid have been playing it recently, it is extremely black hole focused.
Okay.
But I know what you're saying, because you're thinking like, oh, back when there was Helm and like Necros and Greaves.
Yeah, and it's also just like Silencer has a big opportunity cost, right? His ultimate is huge, has a really long cooldown, but he's like paper thin. And Void Spirit, PA, even Wind Ranger, like I could see this Silencer becoming food a little bit earlier than planned. I'm just a little nervous for VP Prodigy. That's all.
He better have buyback. That's what I would say. He should always have buyback this entire game. If there's ever a fight in the first like 30 minutes where he doesn't have buyback and then he gets picked off and then they all get black holed, that's
bad. Yeah.
That's a paddling right there.
And the inverse of that is if the Silencer plays really crisp, like really good positioning, never gets caught, the global silence can feel like a showstopper. But that's easier said than done. To never get caught out as a Silencer really takes a lot of discipline. Yeah. So we'll see. Now, VP Prodigy, 30 seconds left. Needs some kind of a big core here. They've got the Magnus. Let's see, maybe an off-laner. They do not have last pick, so this is maybe their last chance before bans.
PA, I'm trying to think, like, well, who's good versus PA and also works well with Mag, and Troll's like the one that instantly jumps to mind.
Yes. Okay, they've decided, and it's Troll. Okay. Nice work.
That's quality. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so shocked they did not want a Jug. You know, or all these other heroes that hate Phantom Assassin. Quality option there. So yeah, this is where there's a slight amount of mystery. You're probably just gonna ban as if Ench and Silencer are the sports. Might as well just ban core heroes, right? All right, they're setting for a potential Invoker pick. Lean to bans. I mean, they need a initiator themselves, right? That's what they're lacking.
Yeah, I think so.
Like who jumps in right now? Mag does not want to be the first one in. That's not his life.
Yeah, and with this lineup, you can't. Normally, I'd say, oh, you got global that can initiate, but yeah, you don't really want to do that unless you're like killing the Enigma with it or something.
Mid bat seems kind of okay. Or like they could flex between the Mag and the bat mid.
It's a little. Or is there a hero that wins against both Mag and Bat that Liquid could pick mid? If not, and those two are a good flex, then that's fine. I think that sounds a little risky.
I mean, is there anything that makes it so they can't just like jungle and be like kind of okay with the current state? Because the hero for Liquid also needs to, unless they're going to be able to reach that Enigma potential of rotating that PA early that we saw the last time for Miracle, which was very impressive, even though they lost. They're going to need someone who's also a little bit active here into the mid.
I do like the bat. If they had last pick, I think the bat suggestion is really good.
It could be good for Liquid too. A Quake for bat. Into Troll. Actually. Like they really like bat. And Troll really dislikes it.
Liquid do have some catch already, but you could always use more.
I love that Invoker ban though. I think whenever someone bans Brood and it's like, wait, you guys already have like a decent hero versus Brood. It's like Invoker. It still feels like people have that in their head.
Definitely. Yeah, we see it a lot. All right, now Viper for VP Prodigy. That is an initiation, kind of.
Yeah, if they go Atos, that can kind of work.
He can start fights. It's a little janky, but it's not too bad. Pretty tanky lineup as well. Magnus, Troll, Viper. It's a pretty beefy front line you've got there.
And of course, it gives you the break versus the evasion.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be
very
the big helper.
And a quick pick. It's the bat. So your head's in the right place again, buddy.
I gotcha.
Now look at you coming to work prepared and whatnot.
Yeah, but I burnt my tongue on that first sip of coffee, so
oh,
who was really prepared? You know,
I remember my first cup of coffee too, Trent.
Yeah, I would rather have gotten every hero wrong than just burnt my tongue. That is the worst feeling.
Yeah, especially at age, however old you are, because you should know better by now, bud.
No, the one that really gets me is when you're eating and you're thinking about saying something, and for some reason that makes your tongue and your mouth move, even though you're not talking, and then you bite your tongue. Is that just me? Because I swear that still happens to me all the time.
It happens to me occasionally, and it makes me stupidly mad when it happens.
Yes, it's like the most infuriating thing that can happen in your life.
Like, I get embarrassed at how it's like when my internet goes out, I just get angry. And then I go, wait a second. Sometimes things don't work. It's okay. You don't need to be physically mad about this. But I still get physically mad.
You can be physically mad about biting your tongue, I think.
It hurts, Trent. It's sensitive. So what do you think here, Bud? Are VP Prodigy going to do this? I like the Liquid draft a lot better. I think just a very clear game plan, comfort zone for a lot of their players, a very straightforward path to execution. I love these lineups that have a lot of ways to start the fights, a lot of potential pickoff. For VP Prodigy, it feels like these fights need to go a specific way for it to look really good for them, and I think that might be a challenge.
Yeah, I do see the potential for this Viper to just get like dragged around the map a lot at the start of the game. Every time the Liquid starts a fight, and then maybe GPK falls a little bit behind on farm because Epileptic Kid's not going to want to join. He's going to be empowered the whole time. That'll probably be the saving grace. It's just like, how much time can he spend? Like, can he look like Matu the other day on that Sven when he was empowered and just farming for like 8 minutes straight every single camp on the dire side? If they can reach that point, then their game can be good. But we all know Troll needs a lot of items compared to PA, who needs like 2 and then starts blowing people up.
Here we go. Loading in game number 1. Reminder, folks, it is elimination today. So a lot to play for. Might see some slower games. You know, tends to happen when it's elimination. Lower risk gameplay, waiting for the enemy to make that fatal mistake.
That's true, especially if we get to the game 3.
Yeah, the game 3, that's a good point. The game 3 in particular. Taiga Enigma.
Let's see. What does Lil have? Does he?
Oh,
they both.
DM? Dude, he just walks up to the high ground. Oh no. Well, trap card sprung. Foxy with a first blood. That was very free for Liquid.
Yeah, good. No panic into the skewer. Not worth. Probably gonna pull someone and die anyway, and then you won't have empower. You know, don't Darkseer yourself and take Surge first or anything. As DM goes right to the top lane, he's like, "Yeah, I don't want to be down there anyway."
Yeah, that was just a very, very aggressive invasion. Like, there's no way Liquid's here. They don't want to fight around the ruins. They're scared.
Don't be mad.
There's some teams that do that too much, and then it's like predictable. But Liquid just, I don't know. We haven't seen them do that yet, so caught them off guard.
Koikva Bat Rider headed mid, and he's going to be matched up against Viper. How the hell does this matchup go, man?
Seems like it'd be pretty annoying for the Bat Rider to play his like typical lane shenanigans, but he can still just do the classic Bat math, right?
Yeah.
All right. Can I kill him with Firefly?
You know how we usually remark about that? Like, man, these Bat Riders make these dives look so easy, but it's so easy to accidentally feed it the other way, and then the lane's just dead. Viper is absolutely one of those heroes I would be scared to go very aggro against with Firefly. I know you can math it, but still, like, corrosive skin and all that shit, It is scary. All the slows.
Yeah. I would be looking to manipulate the lane a lot as Bat Rider this game. GBK's even like checking for the ward and stuff too. Nice. Okay, he's got his head in the game. It's up top. They already have the Orb of Venom here, bullying onto DM. They missed the Aether Pull though, and he gets the taunt for it. But this is the tri-lane into the PA. This is where that silencer and actually pays off. A bit of a weird support duo as the dive does happen mid. The math, it was there, buddy.
Oh, buddy. Koikba, he gets it. Look at that. 30 HP. This is exactly what I was talking about. He
might have
walks
a
away
PhD.
like, easy peasy. I'm the human calculator. What do you want?
Can we confirm that Nahaz is not in the room with him? I mean, there's a
now
chance.
past threshold. Kill secured.
Activate.
Activate. McKay down bottom now. We've turned into a try-on-try, and this PA is taking the brunt of it. Able to Phantom Strike back, but, oh, that Centaur in the wrong spot. Save now. You're going to take a couple of right clicks. A lot of damage being traded in this lane down here, and both carries suffering as a result. Boxy, though, he might fall in a little bit too deep, looking for the kill on save before it goes down, but can't get it. Only level 1.
Have you ever had the offlaner rotate into your lane and then die and then be like, all right, well, I guess you can just stay here then? Like, were we going to switch lanes? Was there a plan? Is Taiga actually the carry? It seems that that is the current case.
2-1.
He's running back bottom.
Still a small favor for Liquid. Yeah, I guess they're committed to this tri-lane. They're going to give Taiga solo XP.
I mean, he does play a support style, that's for sure. He tends to give up farm. He gets smaller items when he does this role with the Enigma, so they knew what they were in for.
Viper's still farming very well mid. I guess one of the good things about this hero, even if you do take an early tumble, you're still Viper. It only cripples you so much in the 1v1.
Yeah, and he's got 2 points in the Nether Toxin, so he's completely fine.
Save now.
Revenge.
There it is. Mickey gonna find credit. Very explosive when they do catch someone like that.
Epileptic Kid's so stable on the troll, though. Like, this is one of the best laning cores in the game, especially in the current patch. If you want to win your lane, you pick troll, right?
Is it the blind that tips it over so much?
It's just all his tools, right? He's got range. He's a ranged melee hero when he wants to like bully and harass and annoy. He's got a slow. He's got a blind if you ever decide to turn on him. Like, he can turn on the aggression or the defense.
Yeah, no, that's totally true. I still don't know how I feel about Troll's ult, though. Every time I play Troll, this new battle trance makes me feel a little weird. It's good. It's just... I like being able to control my character.
Yeah, know? I would agree. Not something I would gravitate towards as a player to be like, yeah, I love that guy who just goes so crazy you can't even click.
You know, like, Black Hole is a cool hands-off-the-keyboard kind of spell. There's like a style to Black Hole, even going hands-up. Troll, I don't want to go hands-up when I pop the ult, but you basically have to. You have no choice.
Yeah, it's more of like Jesus take the wheel kind of ultimate, you know?
Yes. Oh, Lil, he's going to spend some time to think about that. And that's the problem with the silencer right there. So susceptible to any kind of initiation if he's just the least bit out of position. And now Epileptic Kid, there's the blind Trent. That'll keep him safe.
Wow.
Gank over.
Power of troll. At least they have this camp. They need to get some creep action happen here.
Oxy. Counterplay. They've got it. The ranged axes. Pretty bloody bottom lane.
I think he dissimulated after the enchant anyway. Like, I don't even think it got dispelled, did it? I think they actually just went right through the, I mean, sorry, Resonant Pulse, I mean. I think they went right through the shield, but then again, it's also just level 1 shield, so.
Yeah, what do you get at level 1? It's not much.
No, it's like 40 or something.
Yes, it is actually 40.
And then you get
bonus it goes up 30 for hero hit.
So probably like 100 there.
Not a lot. Aldar mid lane looking, checking in. Viper winning by a small margin. Net worth about 150 gap. So really an even mid lane between GPK and Koikba. Do what the Koikster buys. Maybe first item BOT on the bat. It's been pretty common.
Boxy came top, but he's just a little bit early. The black hole is... Oh my god, the math! It was one creep off. He was one XP away. That's so unfortunate.
Man.
They would have had the perfect timing.
Actually, 1 XP. The poor Enigma. But you can see what they want to do. Ward comes down. They've got DM in their sights. Black hole, Trent. It's the first black hole of the game, and guess what? There's no global silence to stop it. That's the free one. You get one free one.
Boxy's like, oh, thank goodness I was here. I just got a game for the free XP. I don't know how much he helped.
That's like a high five. Good work there, Taiga. I'll be the cheerleader today. They've got this siege creep too. We'll see how much damage they can get into this tower. Another set of Eidolons.
Dire's top tower is
See,
under
Trent,
attack.
Enigma does more than black hole. He pushes.
Yeah, and well, that's what he's augmenting, right? He's not going the build. There is a silencer, so I'm very glad they're not just like stuck in this like recent style they've been doing. They still are gonna choose the correct items based on playing against silencer.
Mid lane now, Lasso, that connects onto the Viper. Follow up from Boxy. Bills made the rotation. GPK does get off a Viper strike, and Koikma says, I'm out of here, boys. And he actually makes it. GPK, though, still alive. Boxy trying to find this kill. It's going to be tight, and I don't think he's going to get it. No, GPK lives.
Yeah. I mean, he was stuck in there. God, that would have been so much XP, though, if he had gotten that. He's like 1 second away from another Aether.
Nice, the silver lining for Liquid. Batrider lives. And you do pull the troll out of that bottom lane, so this creates some space for Mickey.
Dire's top tower.
But a nice win for Virtus Pro Prodigy.
Yeah, GPK is getting a lot there on that Viper. Just cleaned up another stack. He is top of the leaderboard of net worth, 3,700, and he is indeed going for that Atos first. So, aggressive build to try and create some aggression across the map. He's got to hope that someone's going to come with him. I don't know how early the troll wants to be a part of that, but he's going to at least need the mag.
RP going to become more relevant. What does the Magnus have? He's looking pretty poor right now. Although so is Boxy, actually. Boxy's mega poor.
Support. Taiga's like second highest in the game.
Yeah, I guess that's true. This is just a true role swap at this point.
Especially
wow,
once that
Liquid showing their depth here, Trent.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that, Secret's been doing for like 3 years now. Not even so much the swap. They used to swap more when it was,
They would do this with the Yapsar,
combos. But yeah, they still do this stuff.
Notorious for that. Like, wow, look, Yapsar's free farming at 10 minutes. That's kind of weird. No, that's just part of the plan.
Optic with Zai and 3-3 were the big ones. Oh my god, you literally never knew which game who was playing what. It shifted every single time. Like,
well, Koikva gets away with the BOTs first, and now they might look to make a play mid. Koikva gets turned on, doesn't even get off the lasso, and Viper strike. Yeah, that's the threat of Viper as a Batrider. Exactly that right there. You think you're hot shit, you got your boots of travel, you run in to grab him, and you take a Viper strike to the face. Bottom Wind Ranger, TPO him.
Oh. Do you think his current quick buy is his item build? Do you think he's going to go bots 2 first?
Where are you going?
Bots 2, first item?
Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever seen that in a single game I've cast, pub or pro otherwise, Trent, so I would be happy to see my first
that would be
travel level 2.
So strange. But guys, I can TP right on you. It's like 20 more movement speed.
It's such a ridiculous investment. That is that takes YOLO to a whole nother level, man.
Obviously, yeah. Has not chosen the next item yet.
But DM, he's gone for the max in power. And my gosh, Epileptic Kid, he's cleaving now, Trent.
Could you believe it?
Look at this innovative strategy. And this is going to open up the troll to get either a Sanj and Yasha or a Manta style.
I mean, he probably... Well, I mean, it is
Manta?
bat versus troll. But I don't think that matters outside the laning stage nearly as much, so...
Sania getting dove. That'll be a free one.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm really glad that he's involved, too. Like, actually pushing, right?
Yeah. Was it Liquid yesterday that played the Wind Ranger that got mega farmed. I think it was Taiga.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Position
fallen.
4 Wind Ranger that ended up basically being like a carry Wind Ranger with the MKB, BKB blink.
No, I don't think that was them. Wasn't
No,
that,
Radiant's
I'm not even
middle
sure.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Fuck.
But they were damn firm.
Oh,
that's for
it
sure.
was Alliance that did it yesterday to beat Liquid. So Liquid
Oh,
lost to
that's
the
who it
really
was.
farmed Wind Ranger.
You were halfway there.
Darn. Well,
So it's
anyway.
like they were there for it, at least.
Yeah, not looking like that'll be the case. Insania playing a true support Wind Ranger here. Tranquil Boots, Blightstone. He is level 6, and actually has not skilled up Focus Fire yet. Trying to decide if it's going to be worth it or not.
I think it just wants more Shackle. It takes it now. Just
There
get
you
the
go.
Shackle. Shackle's the best.
Radiant structures.
You're a hard 5? Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, damn, he got him. Hit him with the voice line. I'm really surprised I got that deny. I thought Epileptic had had it.
Pretty nice. There's a double damage on the bat right now. It's VP Prodigy on the hunt. Mickey now, he's on the run. Chanted up, Boxy nearby, solo RP, catches the Phantom Assassin. Global Silence comes out, but PA is still alive, not for long. Brought down as the Shockwave pulls her back in. 6-5 now, great kill from VPP.
To me, this puts a lot of faith in Virtus Pro Prodigy's game for me. Just even that one rotation in to grab that kill. Because I think with their heroes, it's relatively tempting to just farm the whole time. Especially with the Mag and the Troll. Like, they don't really want to help this Viper that much. You know, if you're in a pub, it's going to be like pulling teeth to get this Troll and this Magnus to come help you. But the fact they make that big rotation to get the kill, they use the Global to secure that there's no saves or anything. That is a Mask of Madness first PA. So, like, Mickey, he can join in on fights and stuff, but he's really far away from the Deso at the moment for 13 minutes.
Mask of Madness first. I mean, the PA is decently behind. Lowest of the cores. We've seen this item on carries kind of double as a fighting, farming tool. Sven, Lone Druid, likes to pick it up. Is this worth on PA? Are you digging on this build? It seems a little weird.
I like it because of their allies. Because if you look at how much space and control there is to add into these team fights, it makes sense to me why Mickey thinks, like, this is going to help me farm faster because my lane wasn't that good, so it's like a recovery item, and I can also potentially join in on these engagements.
It does feel a little bit like Void by Mask of Madness. You have that free time in Chrono where you don't really care if you're silenced and have less armor. Because Black Hole is kind of like that too, huh? Lasso as well. Invasion now, Liquid. Who are we going to find? I think it's DM. Oh, Skewer stopped. Nice Malefice.
Yeah, that saved Lasso by getting that off. Now they
another rotation mid. Push the tower, still threaten the Lasso. Double damage spawns again.
Dire's middle tower
And they're going to get a
attack.
PA.
They have global in 10 seconds. But they put the invis on the Viper, so I don't think they can really contest this.
Black Hole and
Troll's
Lasso
coming.
available. They want to contest this, Trent. Lasso. Nope, that's a shackle. Does connect onto the Troll. There's the Lasso now, trying to bring Troll into no man's land. They did get an okay Black Hole, but interrupted immediately by the Global, and now Taiga gets brought down. Very chaotic fight for Liquid. It looked like an okay Lasso for Quickba, but he didn't drag him to his teammates either, so they weren't able to secure the kill. And in the end, just a 1-0 goes the way of VP Prodigy.
Yeah, but if he'd have gotten to the high ground, he just TP'd mid. So that would have been a disaster.
Oh, he was trying to get him up onto the plateau
pillar
there.
Yeah. So if he got him pillared, like, they don't have any way to get him down, right? He would have been stuck there for a full 80 seconds.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Backfires
all
in. Yeah. Lil's going to find Quake for farming here.
Quakester, he's going BKB. Okay. I get it.
Yeah, silencer.
Not and Viper, you know.
Yeah.
Ench also pretty annoying. Not often you'll see Bat just go second item BKB like this, but seems very warranted. I think he needs it. Looking a little rough for Liquid. Already over 2K favor for the Dire.
And the other thing
The
is, like,
Deso will help, but Mickey still has some farming to do.
we often complain about Troll for like how many items he needs, like pointing out during the draft, but it's also a mag, so like you just buy whatever the hell you want.
Quick again.
No misses when it's versus the Viper, huh? Like,
Apparently not.
you better know that you're gonna get that lasso or whatever you want when you come in division. You better make sure you hit it, or you are gonna die.
Yeah, there's no exit. Even if you have a force staff or something, I don't know that that's enough to save you against all the slow. Think about how rough this game would have been if Koikva didn't get that solo kill mid.
Yeah, true. Jeez, another Invis rune? What's going on with this guy?
A lucky Viper. GPK on the hunt. Boxy now. Drops the taunt.
Dire's
Looks like he'll be
bottom
okay.
tower is under attack.
Pretty heavy rotation to not get anything, but they'll clear up the wave. DM will TP down here to his best friend Troll. He's going to push on in again. All they have is like split push right now from Liquid. It is not looking that great.
Yeah, Taiga's got greaves. He's almost at blink, about 2/3 there. I guess Deso on Mickey is really the next big power spike that Liquid can try to fight around. It's not too much else.
They need
normally
pick on the
blink from
low.
Enigma, I'd say, would be a really big deal, but against the Silencer, it's still useful, but maybe not the end-all be-all game changer. Nice save from Boxy there. He'll be fine.
They're
And
doing the
Enigma-
sweep, right?
Radiant's middle
They
tower
clear out
is
through
under
there.
attack.
They get mid. Now they're going to
Dire's
Boxy.
top
All
tower
back for
is under
Rogue.
attack.
But yeah, as you said, that pressure top is pretty nice.
At least it's something. Liquid are playing the map pretty well, and like look where Quick was farming.
Radiant's
They
middle
have a pretty
tower
good idea
is
of what
under
Virtus
attack.
Pro Prodigy are up to, so they're farming where it's safe.
Dire's top tower
Boxy
is
living
under
life on the edge. Whoa!
Don't run off.
Do you think he's going to pay for this one? Does he get out of here 2 jumps?
He's just going to use 1 jump and TP, and they'll catch him. But he's got another jump. Shockwave pulls him back in.
Oh, he's dead. The curse.
There's nothing out
Dire
there.
are
Buyback
scanning.
from Boxy, though. He's angry.
He buys back, but they scan that there's no one up there. Is this the bluff buyback?
Roche is falling quick. It's a troll after all. An epileptic kid will bring it down. That's an Aegis now in the hands of the Troll Warlord. 3K net worth favor now.
I think he tried to bluff him. Yeah, we're going to 5-man fight you. You better run. Don't you keep roashing. My team is all there.
Yeah, I don't know how well that play works against a Lil squad. You know, I feel like Lil is the big brain player that is always looking to call a bluff like that. You know.
Yeah, I hear Boxy's really good at melee, but maybe not poker. It seems not his forte.
Now Lil up top. They see him. They've got him in the sights. Quickba wants it. Nice flame break. That'll make this a very safe lasso. Not going to get Viper struck, and he'll burn down. Some vengeance for the Silencer. I get TPs.
Must have been some temptation there for Taiga now. I assume they just want to smoke. I would think, right? Silencer being dead. I guess he's not dead nearly long enough, though. And
Yeah.
that courier is flying over that dire ward, so if they didn't know about the blink, they know about it now. And now they have their own counter blink. So they could try and bait something out here with the troll. They could like put the troll out front, hide behind him, and then go for an RP counter on the black hole.
Oh, McKay in trouble mid. Able to get back to the high ground, but Viper strike, big damage, not enough for a kill. Glad he had support nearby. Boxy bumps into DM.
Dire's courier
Might get a free
has been
courier, and he does. Okay, on the other side of the map, now Epileptic Kid going deep. It's healed up. Glimmer Cape into Nature's Attendance. He's good. That's also a BKB out on Troll. Fresh 10 seconds, bud.
And a halberd on GPK. Oh, the life of Mickey. Like, just got his Deso ready to fight, and now there's a halberd.
Yeah.
Coin for me.
Halberd,
Troll.
Atos. They don't have any way to
Radiant are
dispel him, to, like, help him out.
Troll mag, man. Like, we've seen this combo so many times. You know it accelerates the troll a lot, but Epileptic Kid is really starting to get scary. 13k net worth now. He's got Abyssal Blade queued up next. And I think that's the cherry on top here with the BKB that's going to make him one scary troll.
I've had a couple of games like this now where it feels like we just get to a point where one team just feels way too scared. I guess they were both Liquid games, right? Where now they think, okay, we actually can't fight this. Happened versus Alliance when they were just like split pushing constantly, and they do seem really good at utilizing the map. Like, look at the lead. It's only 2k when you think about who's felt like ahead for a lot of this game. It's felt like it has been Virtus Pro Prodigy.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's one of the weirder dynamic of these Liquid lineups. And even the dynamic you're talking about where one team will sort of concede, at least temporarily, but it's not a big gold lead. It's just power spikes around these items. Oxy, I think he's got a Yule's pretty close. Yeah, it's done, actually. And speaking of Boxy, he's going to be caught by the Atos, dissimulate away, step into the trees. He got caught last time, now he'll make it out. Whoa.
I really like how he didn't TP out the first time, and he went back in there, and they actually initiated, because I think he wants them to try and make those plays. Because if they miss on that, they're gonna swing that smoke right into his jungle like instantly, and that's where Mickey was farming at the moment. So he's like trying to draw that attention. Number one, I'd say it's like a coin flip if he lives or dies, and if he does die, it's maybe a bit of a deal just because he had the dieback. But overall, someone needs to make this space for Mickey. Like, there's a reason why they're only down 2k. And it's risky plays like that.
But it's not slowing down Epileptic Kid. Maybe buying them time, having to fight into the Aegis. Only a minute left until that expires. Virtus Pro Prodigy going to try to make use of it. Looks like they'll group up and pressure mid, perhaps. Boxy. Man. Be okay. Astral Step keeps him safe. Meanwhile, in the mid, they find Insania. And that's a nice, easy kill. No buyback available, and now the tower push will commence.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They are like way too farm though on these Radiant heroes.
Radiant's middle
like for the game state, I'm very impressed.
Yes, like it feels like they're about to take high ground, and Liquid are going to struggle to hold this. But the gap is minuscule.
And what a time to get the Blink Dagger here for Koikva.
Even the XP gap pretty small as well, about 2,500. Troll about to lose Aegis, but will survive. There it is. Nice RP, catches 2 BKB from Koikva, and now the Troll's back and ready to dance. Pretty darn good for Liquid, though.
They don't want to go for the lasso after because the global's still there. So even if they get the lasso, then he might just get pulled in, be saved by the global, and they just get, killed.
I mean, they hold. They don't lose anything except Insania, who died at the tier 2. The tier 3 does take some decent damage, but all things considered, I think Liquid should be pretty happy with that. Especially now that Mickey is closing in on the BKB. 2/3 of the way there. That'll be another huge item for them to try to fight around.
Whoa, is that the TC Viper build? The legendary TC carry, the Blink Dagger Viper, ladies and gentlemen.
I was going to say, I don't think Halberd was in the game when TC was playing, but...
No, it was, but it was only bought by Legion Commander to pop Lincolns. That was literally the only time the item was purchased.
Halberd been in the game that long?
Oh, yeah.
I guess it was just so underbought for a while.
Yeah.
I would have flunked that trivia question. What patch was that introduced?
God, I could actually remember that being actually the only hero that bought it. That was it. It was just Legion. And that was trash.
Made even more sad by the notion that she wasn't buying it to actually use the item just to pop Lincolns. I mean, that's like... It was a new item in patch 6.73. That's pretty old.
That is pretty old still.
That was 2011, December. So, all right. You win.
I got
Trent's
you.
got better history than me.
Nice try, bud.
How sad is that? I played Dota for like 2 years before I even realized Halberd was in the
game. That's pretty appropriate for its status.
I think so. 2012 Zyore wasn't buying a lot of Halberds. Oof. Anyway, Blink Dagger Viper, do you like it? Is it good here?
Yes, it's perfect this game because he has a purpose. Now they have a first initiator. Like you saw what happened with DM on that RP. That was a great RP because they were able to send an Epileptic Kid with the Aegis. They don't have that anymore. Now someone else needs to be the body. It's GPK's job.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has
Counter
fallen.
pressure from Liquid.
Tier 2
Radiant's top
down.
tower has fallen.
Tier 1 down. At least it's a trade. Never too late to kill that
Radiant's
enemy
top
tier
tower
1 mid.
is under attack.
TA now thinking
Dire's
MKB.
middle tower
Smart.
is under attack.
Pretty good against the blinds.
I really thought after they killed Mickey in that top triangle at like 13 minutes that they were going to run away with such a larger lead than this.
Yeah,
And
1K
it still
gap
concerns
is
me.
stunning. I wonder how Liquid feel about the current state of the game. I wish we could poke into their team speak for a moment and just like, are they sweating right now, or do they kind of feel like, all right, this is hard, but we've got options, we're farming well, we just have to take smart fights, and this is our game.
Yeah, like are they laughing it up like, oh yeah, refresher's coming, guys. It's fine.
Dire's
2 black
structures
holes.
are
They can cancel
Or-
one of them.
I mean, that is it's kind of a joke, but at the
Dire's
same
bottom
time,
tower
that is
under
also
attack.
a way to deal with the silencer. You can only stop one black hole.
The
And
build
he does
is
have
perfect.
Greaves, so
Yeah.
he's got the Dispel to deal with silence.
He has the power.
It's not the craziest thing ever. Gets the TP home. Dude, this game a little bit hard to read. It's felt like Virtus Pro Prodigy have been in control for an easy 15 minutes. They're kind of setting the tide, and Liquid are playing very reactionary, but it's an effective reactionary
Dire's middle
gameplay. My
tower
biggest
is under
concern is
attack.
that Troll is having complete run of the map. He's constantly been empowered, and you can see it in the net worth. Epileptic Kid is farming way
Dire's
faster than the
top
PA,
tower is under
understandably so. He now has an
Radiant's
MKB
bottom tower
to
is
go with the
under attack.
Basher and the 10-second BKB. Remember, Troll didn't even use his BKB in
Dire's
that last
middle
fight,
tower
so
is under attack.
he is still a serious threat that they haven't really been able to deal with. He hasn't died yet.
In most games, I would be a lot more confident in it. The problem I see is that there's Black
Dire's
Hole,
top
Lasso,
tower
and Midnight
is under
Pulse. And
attack.
so there's just a lot of stuff that he can't really count on this BKB to guarantee his ulti. But pickoffs like this would be
Dire's
huge.
top tower has fallen.
Boxy?
Boxy,
How on
little
earth
too
did he
tricky.
just live? There's no way he's living, right?
Got another Astral Step and a 4-step, dude. He's good.
How
he
is
is
he
good.
baiting so hard right now?
Okay, he's dead.
He got
But
greedy.
He had some tools there to maybe live a little bit longer.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He literally was playing like they had a glimpse
Radiant
or something.
structures are
Yeah,
fortified.
that was... Well, Space Craig. He lived longer than he should have, perhaps, anyway. Epileptic Kid now in onto the Tier 3
Radiant's
glyph,
middle
already been
tower
used.
has fallen.
And Roche is up. So no refresher on the Enigma. He's getting close, but not there yet.
I think with how the game's going, you just play for high ground if you're Liquid. I don't think you can test this Roche unless you get some sort of a very good scenario for it.
I don't see how you can.
Radiant
Maybe if
are
they had the
scanning.
refresher and you have double black hole. Like, maybe. But you can't do this 4v5. It's going to die before Boxy comes up.
Yeah, don't throw away all of this like side lane and creep work that you've done on a bad Roche engagement.
Yeah.
You know, trust in the high ground defense of Enigma and Batrider.
And they did successfully wait out the first Aegis, for the most part at least. So
Yeah.
maybe they can do it again. Koikba has 4-staff now also. Looking to cut away
That's-
mid.
How many do they have? Just 2? Yeah, because they have the one on Boxy as well. Thought maybe Insane would have one, but he's not there yet.
Oh.
It's Koikfa.
Koikba moves back in. He just has the BKB. He'll pop it, gets RP'd, takes a tower shot, and I don't know if the Koikster's getting out of this one. BKB about to expire. Blink Dagger up in 1. No way. He's good. That was a 9-second BKB, so it did last quite a bit. All right. Knows his limits.
Yeah,
And
Tiger.
baited
though.
out an RP. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Tiger's still down here, getting a little greedy on this next wave, but he might get away with it. They're not sticking around.
Ty gets EPs again.
Bounty.
I think they might. Well, I don't know. They still have that one last fight. Like, he is a humongous troll right now.
Yeah, and there's 2 of them. If somehow Liquid can take a good fight here, if they can hold their high ground despite the double troll life, things might look okay. But this is a tall order. This is a big hold. And Liquid need to be a little careful. They are split.
Boxy's poking the bear, man. Like, they're trying to create a bad, low ground situation. There it is.
Okay, that's a lasso on the troll. They're trying to pull him into the tier 4s. They've got him very deep. That's the
Oh,
This is
man.
a great start. Boxy's in the back line trying to break it up, but the troll's coming back. Do they have anything else? No, Epileptic Kid just runs, still saving the BKB. Everyone's still alive. Shackle does connect on Troll. They'll boop him back in. The taunt up to the high ground. That's the BKB. He didn't quite make it. He still was on the low ground there.
Oh, man, the patience on this black hole, too. They know. Like, even if they're canceling the blink on DM, there is still Lil able to cancel from way out there. So they can't clutch it underneath the tier 4s.
A Trent. But
They did it again. They burnt the Aegis.
And the refresher is coming. Enigma bought out. He's got it.
Tower is under attack.
2 black holes on the line. That was a fantastic hold. That was pretty much as good as it could have gone. Aside from Boxy getting a pick off in the back line. Bat Rider, he's going to take a tumble. TP interrupted. But that was a pretty sick initiation onto the troll from Koikva. Credit where it's due.
The worst part is how frustrating these games are to play as Virtus Pro Prodigy. Like, they
Radiant's
drive you
bottom
nuts,
tower
right?
is under
Because it
attack.
feels like you're just chasing ghosts around the entire map as they just keep killing camps over and over again.
Yeah. And do VP Prodigy actually want to do this without Aegis? It looks like they do. They've got the cheese. They pass that over to the troll. And they are headed up high ground.
Dire's middle
Here it
tower
is.
under attack.
The
Lasso is
double
back.
black hole.
And they have seen it now, at least potentially. Oh, they are pretty clumped. They are pretty clumped. Even Lil is close right now. This is dangerous.
Mickey's running. He's coming from the back line. He's invis with the blur.
Dire's middle
Shackle
tower
flies.
is under attack.
Try to catch
The
Troll
creep.
off that potato. Almost had him.
Yeah. Virtus Pro Prodigy back up after a little chip damage on the tower, about 500. There were some moments there. It looked like that could have been a 3 or 4 enemy black hole minimum.
Do you know what this feels like? It feels like a Tinker game.
A little bit.
Doesn't it?
In
It's like
some weird
Liquid have
way.
like a couple of weird Tinker players happening on these side lanes because that's what the style is. It's like you just
Yeah.
get so frustrated and it feels like you just want to ram your faces down one of these lanes and just
Dire's
end this
top
stupid
tower is
game.
under attack.
But you've missed that window a little bit here. It can still happen, of course. They still have insanely strong heroes, but the items are becoming more powerful on Liquid. And Liquid, oh my god, Boxy just kills creep plays so fast too.
Are scanning.
All right, now Boxy's going to get caught, though. They've got the root, Yule Scepter. He's already used his 4th staff, but has an Astral Step. Void Spirit is a crazy good
grab.
space creator. They get the Viper. 4th staff used GPK in pretty deep, but I don't know if it's far enough for them to actually get this kill. They're trying to tick him down. They'll need a few more. Beautiful Shackle from Insania. That one secures the kill. Now Epileptic Kid, he's on the run. In the back line, BKB from Mickey trying to get Lil. This would be the
black
big
hole.
kill. This is at the black hole, and he gets it on too. The troll won't be able to pop his ult. A
That was
buyback
so greedy,
global,
dude.
but it's too little, too late. And Lil will not be able to save DM. A disastrous fight for VP Prodigy. The insane patience from Taiga pays off, and they get the big play, the 5K swing that they've been waiting for the past half hour.
I can see the future, man. That Troll started running towards the silencer, and that's it. Black hole, like, it's over.
I think Lil
man, that was
is got to
painful.
be frustrated with that one.
I mean, he was getting jumped on, like he was targeted. He was the back line was broken. So
I
it
mean,
didn't
the
even
troll
matter.
running into him to set up the
Doesn't,
double.
that
'cause
doesn't matter.
Dire's
It
he had
really
buyback
doesn't at that
tower
point.
is under attack.
If they
Yeah,
use the,
but I mean, like,
they use that black hole on Silencer to kill him, he can at least buy back and global to try to save the troll there again.
yeah, but
That's
the
like
Troll
the
had
worst
no
case
friends
for
left.
them. Catching, well, sort of. The Magnus was there. It's like Silencer and Troll both getting caught by the
Yeah,
black
that's
hole
true.
without
That should
having to
never
use
happen.
refresher. Dude, that's like the worst case scenario there. You're right, that fight was pretty botched anyway, but that was the, like, dog, you just guaranteed we have no win condition now. I think Lil should be justified in being a little flustered after that.
So you're in this game. What would you say to that Troll? You're that silencer. Like, what are you gonna let that guy have it?
Run the other way. The same thing I say to people when I'm playing Dazzle and they run away from me trying to kite someone. Run to the grave, not away from the grave. The exact mentality just inverted, man. Like, just go any other direction. But to Lil's credit there, Trent, he did have buyback ready. He was super ready to make that play, buyback global. So some props there.
Yeah, he had the hotkey set.
And, I mean, ultimately, you mentioned it, but Mickey was what set that whole thing up. Pops the BKB, goes straight for the back line. Love that play, right? Mickey doesn't stay with the team. He's looking to create that chaos. He was one of the key factors that broke it up for Virtus Pro Prodigy and caused them to start panicking like that.
How about the fact he only has 1 death this game on this PA that's been farming fairly aggressively, too?
Yeah, I think Mickey's played fantastic. Insane, he's going to get caught down bottom. The position 5 Wind Ranger. I think he's going to get caught. Yeah, GPK's here. Okay, took all 5 of them.
It took my brain so long to figure out what just silenced him. I was like, oh yeah, Mind Stealer. Or Mind Breaker, sorry. Fresh name.
Mind Breaker.
Dire's
Double
top
siege creep
tower is
up
under
top.
attack.
Boxy doing some split pushing, and right now Prodigy not reacting. Boxy's like, this seems scary, but if they're not going to react, I will keep hitting the tower.
They have an 8k lead now.
Like, I want to leave. Okay, ooh. Stops the Atos. Nice disjoint. That was a lot of damage on that tier 3. It's down to 700 HP now.
For nothing but a support being up here, and catapults, obviously. But
Well, the catapults were headed up that way no matter what, so... you know, not a
they
big
didn't make
opportunity cost.
the conscious choice, huh?
Big investment from the siege creeps.
This is an artifact. You don't get to choose the lanes.
All right, so how you feeling? Is Gambler Trent ready to call the Dota Plus win percentage right now?
No, I had actually just checked a second ago, so I already knew that it's bailed.
Damn.
It's bailed on its friend, the Virtus Pro Prodigy, pretty hard. It dipped real fast. It's a fake friend, this
Old
Dota Plus.
Nessie here popping out at 82% in favor of Liquid.
I don't
This
know
has
if
been
I went that high yet, just because of the cooldowns. Although that Aeon disc is pretty freaking sick on Enigma.
It's been a pretty tense game. Troll now has Satanic, and Troll is still about an item ahead of the PA. So even though the window is closing for Virtus Pro Prodigy, they do still have a really farmed Troll and a lot of tools if they can make the catch.
Dire are scanning.
But a tough one to do. Boxy still split pushing up top, while VPP are smoked and great positioning from Liquid. They're staying high ground. They're not going to give them anything here. And in fact, TP home from GPK, not even going to get Boxy. TP out.
I would love to watch Boxy play this hero anytime I cast Liquid. Because he has been a hilarious nuisance this entire game. On these side lanes and keep pushing that, that's an illusion.
Well, Abyssal down. It's a short cooldown, don't worry.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Boxy is redefining Space Creator on Void Spirit for me.
Lil's gonna pop the illusion again.
The hero is kind of perfectly suited for what Boxy's doing. Like, yeah, he can play core and kill people, but the double Astral Step and Dissimulate, if you buy Force Staff, Lotus, Yules,
yeah,
you can play pretty annoying like that.
It looks like the Puppy Puck, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the exact same thing.
I see why Virtus Pro Prodigy are struggling to actually lock him down. Now Roche is up. Scouted out by the Dire. Liquid nearby, ready to contest. It's a refresher shard on Roche. Ooh, Spell Prism.
Yeah, I don't think they've finished up their neutrals on the Radiant yet, have they? No, they got one left. Oh, they also Spell Prism on the Enigma, so we got potential for both of the big ultis.
That's really nice.
The Black Hole to have it.
And it does affect Refresher, right? Spell Prism?
Yeah, I believe so.
44 seconds. Yeah.
It's just refresh stuff that doesn't.
Yeah, thought so. They get the Magnus, though. Shackle to follow up. It's a long lasso. They'll need a little more damage, and they don't quite have it. DM too tanky without the PA here. It looked like a good catch.
Look at Vicky. He's looking for a Lil, because he knows that he's back there, and it's not the real Lil with that illusion up front.
This is smart, though. Give the illusion escape to Lil, and let him make these annoying kind of bait plays. Obviously, they know that this is a thing now, but it's a little more leeway to play cheeky. Now Boxy up on the high ground. He's able to jump away. Epileptic Kid charging in, holding the BKB. It's still at 8 seconds. Boxy doing boxy things on the other side. And Virtus Pro Prodigy, they know that they need this Roche, but they are rightfully so scared to commit to the pit. Struggling to find the pickoff.
Mickey has been on such an island this game, though. Like, if they could just catch him with something, like when he's playing way off on the side.
I would be so frustrated by this Void Spirit, though, if I were on
Yeah, I'm like getting angry watching
VPP.
He is the Tinker.
It's just so obnoxious. And wow, PA is going to go for the Aghanims, Trent.
Well, I was actually going to say that I think the Roche is huge because if it was the Ags, I think it's really busted for the PA this game too. Because the way that he's playing, right? With the Scepter cooldown of 10 seconds, and you get the constant Dispel too.
Yeah. Anytime you kill a hero, your abilities are refreshed. That includes Blur.
Yeah, that's something.
Not an Ags we see too often, but still a cool one. And now Abyssal Blade coming out for Troll. Big lockdown is here. Smoke up now from Virtus Pro Prod.
He has no buyback. This will be 100 seconds. Oh, it's quick though.
RP. Okay, nice pick on the bat. There is a buyback available on that one.
They don't rush for the pit or anything though.
Run off.
They kind of got to force this buyback though, don't they? Shouldn't they, like... I guess they don't want to just run in the pit though if they don't know where Taiga is.
I think the double black hole is still pretty scary.
So what's the play here, guys? Are we just
They
chilling
don't
after
have
killing
the
him?
most mobile team, right? You look at Virtus Pro Prodigy, it's like Silencer, Viper, two heroes that are notoriously bad at moving around. At least there's the blink on Viper, but I think they're afraid to get stuck in the pit. Like, okay, you commit, bat buys back, and then if you don't get out fast enough, you are in big trouble. So, while I agree, all right, they're going to go in. This is a little risky, and there you go. Bat buys back. Immediately they get out.
Yeah,
so, well played.
That's the play.
Yeah, well played. I see why they were scared, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, that's just number one, right? First check mark. They checked the Illusionist Cape as inventory. So they swapped the Illusionist Cape over to Taiga to try and bait a bad jump in. But they noticed that he had it, so they just enchanted. So wait, so he got rid of the Prism. Who'd he give it to? The PA or something?
Now, PA's got Havoc Hammer.
Oh, Boxy. Oh, my God. If he wasn't annoying enough already.
Oh. Yeah, that's pretty golden. He's also carrying a gem right now. So into the Roche pit we go. Mickey is in, and he's killing it really fast. Virtus Pro Prodigy starting to move their way into the pit. Save, uses the Glimmer Cape. Now they go in onto the PA. Follow up, big time damage from the Troll. PA low, saving the BKB though. Now Roche.
Havoc Hammer. He's trying to stay tanky.
Double
lasso.
Pop, double lasso. This is great. The Aghanims from Koikba. But can they get the follow-up kills? Boxy trying to get to the back line. Taiga and Mickey over the trees.
Oh, there he is. He found the real one. He's used
Roche
over
still
the BKB.
standing.
Oh, he
RP,
missed.
it's missed. Oh, no, this is bad. Now Taiga gets the black hole on two. Global, and now the second black hole, but can he get it off? Trolls found him. Taiga still falls. He'll buy back now. 5 alive for Virtus Pro Prodigy. A very spread out fight. Boxy still in the back trying to duel Lil. And now he's going to get put to rest. Looking like Liquid might have botched this one. Now Insania, he's going to be the one in the front lines. Takes a Viper strike. He'll survive,
has
but now
Firefly.
inside the pit.
He can get in there. He's
If
going.
they steal this. Roche is down.
He got it. He
has
got both.
not picked up by the Troll.
And the refresher. Oh, and
Okay, Koikba's got the spoils. But BKB popped. He's used the refresher shard to try to live here to get a new BKB. It's still a second life on Troll. Virtus Pro Prodigy get most of what they wanted out of this. And Insania will fall. I think that's the second time. That's a dieback on the Wind Ranger. Nope, never mind. It's just a death. Let's take a look at the recap. 2 buybacks used, Boxy, as well as Taiga.
I don't know what happened to the second black hole. I couldn't tell what canceled it. I didn't even
died.
see it come out.
No, he died to the shockwave. He caught the troll was beaten on him, and then he got the black hole off, and then the shockwave came through and it killed the Enigma while he was black holing.
Oh damn, it's crazy.
So, yeah, it was a cluster of a fight.
Yeah, that was complete chaos. Liquid finally got forced into a team fight.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
And there are no buybacks available here except the Magnus across the board. Oh, could be a tough high ground defense.
All right, let's go for it, Pro Prodigy. Defeat this Tinker lineup. I can feel your anguish, your pain and suffering of the constant split push.
Minotaur Harn. Keeps Epileptic Kid safe. They'll be able to finish off the barracks. Glasso onto again, but Koikba getting locked down pretty hard. Dying through the BKB, and he's just dead. Now the counter kills perhaps. Viper pulled into the tier 4s. He falls, a 1-for-1. Epileptic Kid still standing though. First Pro Prodigy now starting to sound the retreat. Shackle does latch onto a creep. Global silence. Now an RP on 2. This is pretty nice. Epileptic Kid now starting to fight. Remember, still has Satanic on top of that Aegis. Now looking to retreat, I think. Liquid hoping to find some stragglers. Save getting low, but they reflect the shackle. Oh no, Insania. Now he's going to fall. 2 sidelined, no buyback. It's a 4v3. Virtus Pro, are they going to stay here?
There's 20 seconds until double black hole. I don't know if this is worth hanging around.
A lot of time on Aegis, over 2 minutes. They'll jump in onto Mickey, skewer back down. Phantom Assassin, no BKB for 15. The Lotus helping him out a little bit, but now Epileptic Kid has found him. He gets the bash, needs a root, can't quite find it, gets another bash, Abyssal Blade for the kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well,
and I don't think that's anywhere close, right? Oh, wait, too cold. No, he is buyback.
Okay, he does have it. Wow. All right, buyback available on PA, but still 30 seconds without the other 2. Bat Rider and Wind Ranger stuck sideline. Still time on Aegis, still a Satanic.
Oh, this is a good skewer from DM. They don't see him. So they don't want to go for it, though.
Little risky.
Juicy.
And double black hole has returned.
Oh, and Taiga's going for the sneaky play. Do they have the gem on the edge still? They do.
They'll jump in. They find Boxy. Jules gives him a reset. Nice skewer, though. Follow-up stun. Black hole connects on 3. Lil's one of them. This is big. Taiga making the game-turning play, perhaps. Lil survives, but falls. Now the lasso trying to bring Troll deep into the tier 4s, but he is sustaining. Has the Satanic. Ult's already been popped. That's the Aegis.
And Lil has the global.
He's held his BKB.
Wait up.
I think Epileptic Kid is okay. There's still global and still a second black hole. Shackle on 2, pretty nice, but now a Hex comes out. That's going to catch Boxy off guard, but he does still live. A sliver of HP, they need a little more, and they've got it. The dead Boxy now without buyback. Another Shackle on 2. But now feels like Liquid lacking damage to make these fights happen.
Yeah, but they haven't taken much more. Like,
they're also not leading the base,
playing out. Yeah. They got to find Lil again. They need to hunt. I wonder if Lil should just be in the fountain.
Now he might as well be. He's pretty far back. Look at his positioning mid. They've caught Koikba now, and he's going to die. No buyback there.
Radiant's middle tower.
Do you think when Lil got caught in that black hole, the troll was like, see? It's
not
not
so
as easy as it looks, huh? Wow, look
middle
at
tower
positioning. I totally would have been. That would have been me right there.
Oh, Mickey's hunting.
Radiant's
He's
middle
looking.
tower is under attack.
Oh, RP though on the other side. While he's hunting, his team is in trouble. They've caught Insania. He's going to buy back. And oh, they've caught Mickey. There's a Hex out on the Viper. Now the BKB comes.
Radiant's middle tower
Not going to be able to find the silencer, but he does jump onto GPK. Troll, meanwhile, kills Insania again. Back-to-back deaths there. Mickey on the run, but the GG will be called. This kill won't even matter. Liquid know they can't hold the global to celebrate the victory as Virtus Pro Prodigy do close it out 25-13 at the 50-minute mark.
For their own mental well-being, I'm glad they won that game. Because that was gotta be one of the more frustrating wins that you're gonna get. Like Liquid